Hey, what's going on? This is Sean Rico, reaching out to all my Forex traders. How's everybody doing out there? Let me see, how do I get my camera? I don't even know where my camera's at, or actually it shows my face. I don't know, it shows my face somewhere on here. So I'm using Camtasia software, so I'm just getting used to it. But listen, welcome traders. I want to start using my channel here to talk about Forex and, how I trade. And start off, I've been trading since about June. Let's see, May, June. So what we look, June, July, August, September, October. So about 4 or 5 months I've been into trading. Had a friend of mine named Jerry that got me involved in it and showed me some of the basic ropes, and he really helped mentor me and show me what trading's about. And he hooked me up with different indicators and this and that. And anybody knows when you're first starting, you're trying different indicators, what works with this, what works with that. You use your demo account. And of course, like everybody else, you use your demo account for a little bit, then you do good, and then you go down, you do good, you go down, you do good, you break even. So it's just a lot of trial and error. And but Jerry's like a really good teacher, and one of the indicators he had on there, it was like a channel indicator, right? That showed his channel, and I was like, I wonder if there's like an updated channel. Sometimes you go to the indicators list, or I have like the website and stuff like that. So I went to this website to see if there was a new it's almost like a trend channel, right? So when I went there, it had a list of like different indicators and different people, and one of the ones I came across was Cynthia Macy's basic green tomatoes, and I was looking at it, and I like how she had on there how everything was like color coded, and it's either like green or red, or tomato red as she likes to call it. And I checked it out, and I watched the little video that she had on there, and I watched it over and over. So this seems pretty simple enough, and with all the stuff I had from my friend Jerry and all the stuff he taught me, everything kind of makes sense like right from the very get go. So I had it was a, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't a long learning curve, right? Because I already had like 3 or 4 months of trading. And understanding candles and the wicks and the highs and the lows and all that. So when I watched her video, I was like, okay, so I already understand the basics. So, but what I liked about it was some of the indicators she used and she had tweaked. She had, as you see right here, in the upper left hand corner, you got Cynthia's extra advanced multi-time frame alerts green tomatoes. So I actually started off with her basic green tomatoes, and then from basic, I wanted to see what the advanced green tomatoes was, and then I pretty much looked and I understood how that worked, and then I went from there and I went to her extra advanced, as you see here, green tomatoes. Each one had a little bit more different stuff and a little bit more options and stuff you can add and take away. But what she has right here, it was like, wow, and I like that, with it. And I think with just advanced, you get the Cynthia trade button, EA, which is a trade manager. So she already has like pre-settings and like quick scalp, scalping, day trading, swing trade. She has sessions where you can choose like London, Asian session, and different things like that. But overall, just the color coordination and just being patient and waiting like anything else. At the end of the day, no matter what trading software you use and indicators you have, if you don't have patience to just wait, they'll nip you in the bud every single time, right? So that's how it goes. But I just want to show y'all, I'm part of her Facebook group, Retire with Forex Success, and I've been on there. I've been using her software for like a couple weeks, and so far I was in demo account, and I was pretty much like knocking it out of the park because, like I said, I had previous experience from Jerry's stuff, and just using hers just made sense to me. But I watched her video over and over and over and over, right? And it was pretty self-explanatory. And up here you also have the strength meter, but I'm not really going to get into the strength meter. But I definitely just want to get into, what are you looking for? And her videos are great already, and they're self-explanatory. But in the Facebook group, different people ask me like, hey, how are you doing it? what time frame are you in and this and that. So I thought I'd shoot like a little video. It's basically just reiterating what Cynthia has already taught in her videos. But I just want to show you, anyway, just what I did. And this first week here trading for my live money. So I did 2 weeks of demo, and I think it was like $800. I don't know. I want to say it's like $800 like in demo money. But I definitely went live this week for my money, and I think I did like right around close to $200 of my own money. You kind of scale back a little bit when it's your own real live money versus demo money. Definitely a little bit more emotions involved, but I just wanted to keep my lot size at a decent rate of what my my deposit is. So I wasn't trying to overdo it. So, but you'll learn, as you do a little bit each time, it compounds like weekly, and the more you can build up your account, the more, as the weeks go by, you can adjust your lot size to just a little bit at a time, and you slowly grow. So I tell people, don't try to hit home runs and try to make all this money at once. Like, you gotta take baby steps and let your money grow and let it expand. So let's take a look at this chart right here. As you see down here, we're in Euro New Zealand, and as you see right here, I don't know if my mouse is showing. Like I said, it's my first time using Camtasia stuff. So right here on my mouse in a left hand corner, one of the indicators she has right here is her trend, her early entry arrow, right? So let me say there's two things. There's two things that I added already to her pre-default template, and this is just for me for personal reasons. So if you look right here to the left in the yellow, it actually has the day and the time. Like, I don't like reading the time that's down below because it just doesn't make sense to me. And so this right here is a indicator software I have. Let's go to indicators real quick. So right here I added what's called a TraderBot local time generator. So all that does is just shows me the local time in my time frame or your time frame, wherever you at. And the other thing I added to her thing was a session indicator. And all the session indicator is, if you'll just see right here, is shaded in like a light gray, where they're both like gray colors. And all it does is the first gray, it just tells me it's London session. And then the other gray that overlaps it is US session. So it's just visually for me, just to let me know when 2 o'clock hits. So I'm in Central Standard Time. So that's when, that's when London session starts. And then when you see where it overlaps right here, that's when the US session starts. So just visually for me, I just like it versus just, looking at the time and the clock. When I see that gray area, I was like, okay, it's 2 o'clock. And down below, she already has preset profiles. So I'm using her London session. By using London session, I already loaded like Euro New Zealand, Euro CAD, Great Britain JPY, Great Britain New Zealand, Great Britain USD, Great Britain AUD, Euro AUD, Great Britain Swiss, and Great Britain CAD. So, and everything I trade is in the 1 hour. When I used to trade before I got her stuff, I tried a 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and like I was like all over the place. And then I finally settled down on a 1 hour. And I like the 1 hour because the 1 hour actually gives you a chance to actually breathe, relax, take your time, and watch and see what's going on. So long story short, just to show you, how I use her software. I already used like her presets right here, so you can buy and sell. You can definitely go back and watch her videos on the Trade Manager and how to use that. So for instance, let me take my crosshairs. If I go right here, and like I said, because I use that TraderBot right there, it tells me it was Monday, the 19th of October, 2020 at 4 in the morning. So right here you have like an early entry. So that's what the her arrow is, right? So there's two things you got to use with it. You got to use the RSI, and if you notice, the RSI crosses over to 50, and the way she uses it, she has everything color coded. So you want your candle to be green, you want your RSI to be green, and you definitely, for the maximum amount of money, you want in the MACD, which is the bottom. At the bottom, you'll see a purple line, a yellow line, and then an orange, tomato orange color, right? So the tomato orange is like the daily chart. So just letting you know, anything that's above the purple, like you're in an uptrend at that time. And the yellow arrow line is like a 4 hour. It's like a 4 hour window, just let you know what it's doing in a 4 hour time frame. So the mere fact that the daily trend, the tomato red is above the purple and the yellow is above the purple, that means we're in an uptrend, right? So if you know you're in an uptrend, you're looking for the green candles, which are the uptrend, right? So even though she has the early arrow, the green arrow right now, let you know early entry, and really that just means to pay attention and watch what's about to happen. But if you notice, there's red dots on top of that candle. So it's letting you know, like, hey, this is a good early. Get ready because you're going to get in soon. But if all these don't line up, like even though we hit the 50% mark and above, you want to, if you're going up, you want to at least be at the 50% of the RSI, right, going up. But because we have the red dot, the parabolic dot, you wait. So that's 1 hour gone. And if you move over here the next hour, it's still a red dot. So that's 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And then boom, right here at 6 o'clock in the morning, we actually have the big circle. I call it the big green circle. So there's the small circles, and then there's the big green circles going if you're going up, and then the big red circles if you're going down. Now, once you get that, that's like the entry lets you know, hey, it's okay to jump in now. So not only do we have the green candle that's showing that you're going up, right? You also got the big green circle, right? And then you have the line underneath that. So I don't want to forget the line. That line is called, I think it's called a trend slope. I think that's what it's called. So that's green also. So you see the color combinations. So the green candle, the big green dot. And then you got the green slope line. And you're definitely above. You can see now you're definitely above the 50, and it's still rising, right? And then look at your MACD. So the yellow 4 hour is above the purple, and the tomato red color is above. And it's letting you know we're in an uptrend, right? So, and let's look how long this lasts, right? So let's just deal with this day in particular. So say you got in about halfway here, right? And you ride it all the way up to like 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, because when 4 o'clock hits, you want to be out by then, right? But look at that, 90 pips. When you see the middle number, 900, so you got to take off like the last number, and that really just means 90 pips. So it's basically like 90 times, whatever you put down. So let's say you had $1 on there, so that's basically like $90 you could have made. Now, it's not exactly $90 because it depended on the pairs you're trading, like Euro, New Zealand. It's not always like dollar for dollar. So you got to know your pairs and what $1 is equivalent to for that country or time zone. But it's close enough. It's almost dollar for dollar, but it's not exactly like that. But that's just to give you an example. And if you notice, and then the very next day, it just kept going up and up and up. And you want to know why you could have rode this for like almost a day and a half? Because look, so even though you're going up, right? So when you get about right here, there's two things to look at. So you don't want to fall for the fake out. So even though we got right here, you notice that you still got a green parabolic, right? But if you look at the RSI, it's way like overbought. So it turns red, right? So you see it's red, but you still got the green parabolic. And if you look at your MACD still shows you that you're above the purple line, and the daily is the 4 hour and the daily is above the purple line, and it's green. So you kind of don't want to get faked out by the RSI changing to the red color, red just meaning down and green meaning up, because everything else is still green. And if you notice, you just stay in, and like we're way above the RSI, right? But everything is still green dot, green dot, green dot. And you look at the MACD, everything is still staying above the purple, right? And then you notice right about, see, when is this? It says Tuesday, October the 20th, by 8 in the morning. You notice that you see the 4 hour when the MACD starts to make its turn down, right? But you still got a green dot. So you got two options here. So when the 4 hour even though we're in an uptrend, but because the MACD, the 4-hour window is actually going below the purple line. I mean, this is actually a good time that you can actually get out. You know, it reaches peak. And if you stayed in till 9 o'clock, you notice that the yellow 4-hour window is actually below the purple. It's letting you know, hey, you know, we are dipping down, going down low. And as you keep going each hour, it goes down, down, down. And then when you get to like, that's 12 o'clock. So now the early entry arrow is pointing down. And even before that, you'll notice up there her what do I call that again? The trend line, not the trend, the trend slope has also turned red as well. So anywhere in here, you pretty much could have got out. So it's totally up to you when you get out. But it wasn't until the very next day that it did peak back up a little bit, and you got another entry arrow that you know that's going down, and then boom, right here is where you have your actually red parabolic circle that you know, hey, like we're really going down now. And if you look at the RSI, you know it dipped below the 50, and also look down in the MACD. You see down in the MACD that the actual daily trend like is below the purple, letting you know that we're actually in a downtrend now, and also the 4-hour yellow that you know, hey, we're on the downtrend. So let's see what happened if we would have stayed in there from the big green dot to the red dot. So let's say about here, and you stayed in there. So that's basically, oops. So you basically stayed in there for like a day and that, what, 2 days almost? So from there to the other red dot, I don't know why it's going away. Hold on, one more time. So go from there to there. That's about 200. Say you got about right there. That's about 212 pips. Remember, you always take off the last number. So in a day and a half, 212 pips. Man, you know, imagine you had like $2 riding on that. You know, you would have had like over $400, you know, right then and there. So I'm not going to keep this long. You know, I'm already 17 minutes in. But I just want to show you how you use the green tomatoes for newbies, the extra advanced green tomatoes for newbies. And I'll do more videos. And, you know, I'll try to do like a video or two a week just to show you, you know, how we're trading and how we're making money and staying in and all that. So I hope this helps y'all. If you have any questions, definitely leave comments down there, down in the section down below. Like I said, just Google Cynthia's green tomatoes for newbies. All you have to do is Google it, and they'll take you to her website, and you can go there and purchase her software. It's pretty cool. She has a lot of videos that are really good. You can look up Cynthia Macy as well. I think she has a couple YouTube channels, but definitely want to run this by you just so you can see how it works. And next time we'll get into like the support and resistance lines and all of that. But hey, one video at a time, okay? All right, so hopefully that helps you out. The software has helped me out so far, and you know, let's go along with the journey, and I'll show you more as we get more into it. So make sure you like, subscribe, join my channel, Sean Rico. As you know, we'll just do daily, not daily, but you know, a couple of vlogs a week on trading, and that's it for now. All right, so make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely go check out Cynthia's green tomatoes for newbies and get started. Open up a demo account and try it out. Tell us what you think. Till next time, this is Sean Rico signing out. Shout out to all y'all Forex traders. Keep grinding. Don't quit. It's definitely a mental game, but just stick it out and you will be successful as long as you don't quit. And we'll talk to you next time.